Later on Super Garden, the pressure is on designer Cian Hawes, who is creating a garden for a Waterford woman looking to fully enjoy her new lease of life after recovering from cancer. That's at 8:30, but now on 1 Shortland Street.
See ya.
Daniel, when's he going to get it? Lauren needed someone. I'm sorry it had to be me, but I'm glad I was there.
The DHB believe it's more efficient to operate Shortland Street Hospital as a satellite run from Central. Callum's position would effectively be redundant.
Think I won't use this? You try me. Where are they? Tell me!
There are no drugs here.
You're lying.
No, I'm not, I swear, but I'll give you money.
I thought there'd be a stack of dirty dishes or empty pizza boxes all over the place. I didn't want your father walking in on chaos.
Oh, Brody did a massive cleanup.
Yeah, he said. I nearly fell over.
Do you know where he is?
Got out with Hunter. Maybe they're looking for a flat.
What?
That's the latest. Hunter's idea.
Hunter wants to flat with Brody.
He said he did.
That's so weird. They can barely be in the same room together without needing a referee.
That's boys for you. I don't understand them either.
Hello!
Dad, hi!
Hey, sweetheart.
My turn.
Hey, I missed you.
And you. How was your flight?
Oh, you know, the usual 3-hour tedium. Now, your grandmother sends her love but wants to know why you haven't called.
I'll do it tonight.
So, how is she?
Her usual cantankerous self.
And the chemo's over?
Yeah, 4 days ago. But you know how she's always demanding cups of tea? In the end, she wouldn't let me do a thing for her. She didn't mention it, but I get the sneaking suspicion that she wanted me to get the hell out of there.
Well, it's good to have you back, and you can make tea for me anytime you like.
So tell me, what have I missed?
Oh, Hunter's had a friend staying, but you already knew that.
No, I meant about work. You haven't mentioned anything for a couple of days. There must be a crisis brewing.
Nothing that can't wait.
Right. Well, I'll put on the jug, shall I?
Well, I think that can wait.
Don't mind me, I'll see you later.
Right. I'll put the bags in the bedroom, shall I?
I think you better.
We're not arguing about this. Staying here.
I've got pot plants that need watering.
Well, then we'll go and water them. You need looking after too. Hi, you're back.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. Try telling this one.
I thought you were going to tidy up.
I was. I didn't think you'd be back for ages.
I told you when the flat came in.
I must have been half asleep. Sorry, the place is a bit of a tip.
All of JJ's toys, they're fine where they are. You don't have to clear up for my set.
It won't take a sec.
She's in the middle of her breakfast. I told you I'd be imposing.
You are not. Would you tell her?
Of course not. Here, sit down.
The painkillers will start to work in about 10 minutes, so just sit back and we'll get you down to X-ray as soon as we can, okay?
Hi, you guys busy?
Getting that way? What have you done to yourself?
Oh, I landed on my hand pretty heavily. I don't think it's broken, but I'll need an X-ray to rule out a Collie's fracture.
Yeah, sure. What happened?
No, there was just a bit of drama down at the clinic. This guy had a go at robbing us. He had a knife.
Sarah, did you get away with anything?
Everything in the cash box. I couldn't tell you how much.
Did he attack you?
Oh, I got in first, smacked him over the head with a computer keyboard. Yeah, it was pretty stupid, I know. And then he tripped me and I landed on the floor. It did the whole fall onto outstretched hand trick. And then he ran off with the money.
Have you called the police?
No, not yet.
I'm doing it for you right now.
Sit down, sit down. You still move your wrist, okay?
Yeah, it hurts, but yeah.
Yeah? Make a fist? Good. Where was Wendy when it happened?
lunch break. One of her boys is in trouble at school. I told her to take as long as she liked, but I need to contact her and get her to cancel the rest of today's patients. I brought the list with me. I just kind of locked up and came straight here.
You did the right thing.
I told them what I could, but I said you'd call them and make a statement later.
Thanks.
What can I do?
Make another phone call for Sarah.
Daniel?
No, I'll do that.
I need to find Wendy. She's the nurse at the clinic. Sure. But I can do it. It's fine.
Nah, that may be easier.
Okay, her name is Wendy Cooper. It's just there at the top.
Of course, I'll get her to meet you here. No problem.
So is it too early to mention the other woman?
What other woman would that be?
The one we've both been flirting with for the past 2 months. Helga.
Oh.
Oops, I've broken the spell.
Well, we have to talk about it sooner or later, I suppose.
Why? What's happened?
Well, you know, the staff never really took to Helga, so in the end we decided she was more trouble than she was worth.
We?
Me, in consultation with the DHB.
Well, they can't have been happy. They loved her more than anyone.
Well, they're not ruling out similar software, but I think we all agreed Helga wasn't the one.
So that's it. The trial's over.
They haven't given up on the secret agenda, though.
Sorry?
The only thing the DHB cares about is streamlining management.
Well, there's no secrets there. They've had the ministry wanting to make cuts all year.
Yeah, it's the way they're going about it. Helga was just one of their tactics.
Right. So what's next?
Who knows? But I do know what the game plan is. To make Shortland Street a satellite of Central, under one management team and one CEO. Welcome home.
You shouldn't be doing that.
I know, I'll get into trouble, won't I?
Seriously, most of it's mine.
So, I'm almost finished. How was JJ?
Begging for another bedtime story, but only from his nan.
Oh, I'll go up in a minute.
Oh, don't feel you have to. I didn't make any promises.
It's hardly an effort. He's even better therapy than housework.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
What did I tell you?
Sit down and put your feet up. Yes, I'm going to.
When?
After I have read my grandson a bedtime story. Is that allowed?
What? I didn't ask her to do it.
Well, next time, don't let her.
Thanks for dinner. The best thing I've eaten in weeks.
Well, there's plenty more dessert.
Oh, no, don't tempt me. I'll put it in the fridge for Hunter and Brody.
Are you mad? Do you want them to move out or not?
Brody, yes. Hunter... I like having my family around me, Rachel. Hunter will be good company when I lose my job.
That might not happen.
Well, I should have known that Helen Carson wouldn't stop her nasty little vendetta. No, she'd just taken it behind the scenes.
Well, whatever she's up to, she's playing a long game. They all are.
Your little friend, William Nugent, included.
That weasel, he's no friend of mine.
Well, at least we know our instincts are right. The closing of the PCC, the sidelining of the elite surgical team, Helga, all makes sense now.
Strip Shortland Street of everything that makes it distinctive from Central, rattle the staff, cut back on local services till they're non-existent, and voila, one hospital ready for takeover. Who are you calling?
Answering machine.
Whose?
William, Callum Mackay. I've just arrived back and certain matters have come to my attention about the future of Shortland Street that we need to discuss urgently. So, 9 o'clock in my office tomorrow morning, if you don't mind. See you then.
Are you sure that was wise?
We will find out tomorrow.
Hey, got your text?
Yeah, there was Elsga. Where you been?
A movie, what's up?
Your mother was in here before. She was hurt in a robbery at the GP clinic.
A what?
Some thug took her by surprise. He was after drugs, I think, or money to buy them.
Oh, is she okay?
Yeah, she was lucky. She sprained her wrist. A couple of days in a bandage to reduce the swelling. She'll be fine.
A sprained wrist, that's it.
And a hell of a shock. I think you should go and see her.
Oh, if she was an HDU, maybe.
Daniel, you're not getting it. Your mother was just robbed at knife point.
Yeah, but she's gonna be okay.
Well, that's not the point. She could use some support.
Yeah, me too. For the last few days. I didn't get it, though, did I? Not from her.
These just need your signature. There's nothing life-changing.
That'll be William. Come in.
Callum, you're back.
Yes, yesterday. We probably crossed paths at the airport.
How was the Solomons?
Unbelievably hot, but worth it. I worked with a brilliant English surgeon, Derek Millard. He's keen to move to a more temperate climate. I thought we might entice him down here to join the surgical team.
You didn't offer him anything, did you?
No, I thought I'd talk to you guys first.
You might want to run that past Ingrid Campbell as well. This time next month, you might be working for her.
He's exaggerating.
The DHB plan to downgrade us to a satellite of Central. I doubt they'll be interested in paying 2 heads of surgery.
You don't know that.
So it's just my head on the block, is it? Come in.
Excuse me, William Nugent is here.
Thank you, Gerald. Show him in.
Coffee?
Yes, please.
Morning.
Hi.
William, take a seat.
I hope you haven't done anything nasty to Mr. Spider. JJ won't be happy if you have.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, look, there he is, still in his little web.
He's had a lucky escape then. I was just about to get up there with a broom.
Bit early for spring cleaning, isn't it?
I have to do something with myself. Why I let the girls talk me into taking so much time off work, I really don't know.
They were worried about you, and they still are.
There's no reason to be. I'm not incapacitated. Someone died.
Someone you were really close to.
If they're scared I'm going to fall apart, it's not going to happen. I've had enough grief in my life already to know how to cope with another lot.
It's different every time, though, isn't it? I mean, Dad and Morgan, for example. It hit me in completely different ways.
I think it is harder when someone's young, like Morgan.
Or Ben.
You know, that's the first time anyone's actually said his name in days. Thank you. Don't you tell Maya. I'm fine, really.
Tell you what, if you let Mr. Spider live, I will find you something else to keep you busy.
You're on.
How are you at patching jeans?
I should have seen it coming after you started in on the PCC. Our biggest point of difference from Central and all the other hospitals in the region. Obviously, it had to go.
We've been over this.
But you're not denying it's part of a master plan.
Of course there's a plan. What do you think they pay me for?
I've often wondered, William.
Well, it's not to sit around and come up with new and exciting ways of making life miserable for Callum Mackay.
So tell me, why did I have to hear it from my 2IC?
You weren't here.
It's as simple as that.
It came up in the context of the Helga trial. Rachel was acting CEO. Made sense to give her the bigger picture.
After months of keeping me in the dark.
You're determined to take this personally, aren't you?
William, it is hard not to when everything I have worked so very hard for is being swept away by a bunch of jumped-up bureaucrats.
Here we go. More histrionics. You're famous for them.
Is that so?
Why do you think your job's in question? You're too much of a wild card.
I can't help feeling a little responsible. If I'd stayed at work, I would have been there when the thief turned up.
Sarah's not blaming anyone but herself. She should have known better than to take the guy on.
True.
Are you still planning to resign?
I promised Sarah something in writing this morning. I emailed it first thing.
It's a shame.
That's for the best. I'm sure she agrees with me.
Well, the way you walked off yesterday, she got the impression you wouldn't be working out your notice.
To be honest, I wasn't intending to.
And now?
I take it Sarah's going to be out of action for a few days.
At least, she's worried about paying the rent.
All right. I'll stay on for the rest of the week, but that's it.
That's all she's asking for.
Give her my regards.
I will.
Actually, no, I'll go and see her. It's on my way.
I'm sure she'll appreciate that, mate.
Daniel.
See ya.
Hear that? Reuben can put aside his grudge to go and see your mum. I don't see why you can't.
Thanks for doing those. I was considering just chopping them off up to here, making them into short.
Dreadful fashion. You see it everywhere. Leaves nothing to the imagination.
It's okay if you've got the legs for it, like Maya.
What about me?
We're just talking about jeans. I'm fixing Nicole's, and I'm going to need another scrap of denim from somewhere.
There's some upstairs and a box of fabrics under my bed.
Lovely. I'll get it. No, you sit there. Let that polish dry.
What is going on?
Your mum's sewing and I'm just...
Taking advantage.
I am not.
I don't believe this. Are you that thoughtless or just lazy?
You did say the wardrobe, didn't you?
No, under the bed.
I won't find anything I shouldn't, will I?
Mum.
We saw William leaving.
He gave us a big smile and a wave.
Yeah, I think I played right into his hands. He made one thing pretty clear. When they choose a new puppet to run this place, I won't be in the running.
Would you want to? It'd be a big step down.
Well, they're going to need someone who knows what they're doing. If they think they can run this place by remote from Central, they're dreaming.
Well, I hate to say it, but I think that's where I come in. Why else did they put me here?
They decided I needed a 2IC.
At a time when every DHB in the country was under pressure to make cuts? Why go out of their way to create more middle management?
Unless they were planning to slice off a tier later.
And they've already told me my job's safe. I wanted to tell you. I just thought I'd wait until...
Until I really needed cheering up.
Until I had decided what to do about it.
I can't see what any of us can do. The DHB can restructure management any old way they like.
Well, that doesn't mean we have to make it easy for them.
What do you mean?
They're obviously counting on me for a seamless transition. Where else are they going to find someone with all my experience here?
They're not.
Nobody who wants the job anyway.
So, the best thing I can do right now is resign.
You know what this will do to your relationship with the DHB.
I'll be back where I was 6 months ago, unemployable. You know, it's funny, we nearly derailed their strategy back then, only we didn't know it.
Really?
Well, if we got together before they offered me the job, I doubt very much they would have been so keen to hire me.
Ah.
I would have stuck around anyway, you know that.
I can't let you do it, Rachel.
Well, you can't stop me.
Why? What will it achieve apart from thumbing your nose at William Nugent?
It will buy you some time to get the staff on side and the public. Take it to the streets if you have to.
Look, I appreciate your loyalty. I love you for it. But what can I say to talk you out of this?
Nothing.
I will beg you if I need to, and it won't be pretty.
And I still won't change my mind.
I had a visit from Reuben before. He was almost sweet.
Well, I'm sure there's a heart of gold beating away in there somewhere.
I wouldn't count on it. How are you going to cope?
Eh?
The two of you in the same building without me as a buffer zone?
We'll be so busy treating patients, we'll never have to talk to each other.
Well, that's what I'm worried about. If you two go all frosty on each other, there'll be room for all sorts of stuff-ups.
Say what you like about the man, he's a professional. So am I.
I know. Sarah, stop fretting.
Exactly. I should go.
Hey, you didn't tell me how you got on at the school.
Waste of time. I don't know why they dragged me in there. Evan hasn't been doing his homework, but it's nothing we couldn't have sorted out over the phone.
I thought homework was out of fashion these days.
Well, it is with Evan, I know that much. I'll call you later.
Thanks. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
How do I look?
Can you see my phone charger?
Yep, it's in the kitchen.
Sorry. So what actually happened?
This guy pulled a knife on me. I lost the plot and hit him with a keyboard.
What did you do that for? You could have been killed.
I know. I guess it was the adrenaline.
You are such a hypocrite.
Dan?
No, you are. What's that thing you've been telling me all my life about not fighting violence with violence, huh?
Oh, nice timing. I was a second away from pressing send on my resignation letter.
So I'm not too late to talk you out of it.
Callum tried. I can't imagine you doing any better.
You know, back in the bad old days when I was CEO and things got hairy, I would always ask myself, what would Michael McKenna do?
Reach for another drink, probably.
He was better than that. What would he think of you walking away just to prove a point to the DHB?
To keep Shortland Street autonomous, I think he'd get it.
Oh, come on. We lost any real autonomy when we went public. Blame me if you like. I'm the one who sold the place.
And yet you're still here. You could have walked away hundreds of times.
I like my job. Almost as much as you like yours.
Not enough to be a DHB puppet.
I think they know you better than that. What happens here next could be the making of you.
While Callum's career goes down in a screaming heap.
I thought so. It's not the hospital you're loyal to, it's him.
It's both.
You know how close you came to losing everything?
Do you think I could ever forget it? Or who helped me through it?
And now you're ready to just chuck it all away again?
I could do with a change of direction.
Like what?
I could go back to social work. And remember when I wanted to be a fashion designer? I wasn't bad either. I think I've still got some drawings.
You'd be brilliant at anything you turned your hand to. I've always said so.
And let's not forget the years I spent running a bar. See, I have plenty of options.
I'll miss you if you go.
Well, I'll miss you too.
That better not be something of Nicole's.
I know she's only a wee thing, but even she would have trouble squeezing herself into this.
I was going to fix that tonight.
Well, it's all done now.
I'll tell JJ it's his favourite. I'm going to pick him up from daycare. Do you want to come?
No, thanks.
Okay.
But I would like a word with you before you go.
What's wrong?
I don't like you and Nicole fighting because of me.
We're not.
Not in front of me, maybe.
What she told you?
It's not Nicole, it's you. I heard you telling her that she was lazy.
Well, she is. She hasn't lifted a finger since you've been here.
That's not true.
And expecting you to mend her jeans.
She didn't expect anything. She did me a favour. She knew I needed to keep busy. It's true. I think you've forgotten. She's still grieving herself. She knows what it's like.
And I don't.
Of course you do. Maybe it's just fresher for Nicole, that's all. If you ask me, you don't give that girl the credit that she deserves. You're lucky to have her.
I'm staying.
I beg your pardon?
I'm not resigning. I've wasted half the day writing a very eloquent email and couldn't bring myself to send it. You should probably dock my pay.
What changed your mind?
What you did. I thought about what you said and realised I'd be running away from a fight, and that's not really the McKenna way.
Well, it's not really the McKenna way to be talked around either, is it?
Well, it has been known to happen. You just have to find the right words.
And I'm so glad I did.
Yeah, me too.
Expect some Hollywood glamour on tomorrow night's Late Late Show from 25 to 10 here on RTE1. But next up this morning, doctors.